Breaking news for you. Breaking news from the Amhara region where Fano fighters have made a big announcement. Amhara Fano National Force AFNF just an hour ago made a big announcement about its operation launched over 2 weeks ago. Taframamo called that operation start of conventional war in the Amhara region, but are Fano fighters backing off? Are they putting an end to the operation because of counterattacks by the military? What are Fano groups saying now? Uh, Thank you for watching. Good to be with you. AFNF, Amhara Fano National Force, for the last 2 weeks has been conducting operations in the Amhara region, mainly in North Wollo and South Wollo. And in the starting days of this operation, Fano swept across North Wollo, entered South Wollo, it entered some strategic places. Then its offensive was stalled for several reasons. And interestingly, just an hour ago, AFNF announced the end of its campaign. What is AFNF saying? Amhara Fano National Force, in a statement issued an hour ago, said that the campaign Aba Naddio, Operation Aba Naddio, has ended. It was launched 18 days ago by 5 corps of the Amhara Fano National Force. The operation has achieved military, political, and diplomatic victories, and now the operation has ended. According to AFNF, in this operation, Amhara Fano National Force captured 20 vehicles of the Ethiopian National Defense Force. Thousands of government soldiers were killed and injured in this operation. And a large number of soldiers were taken prisoner too. Weapons were captured too. AFNF says that in the last 2 years, Ethiopian military suffered the worst losses during this 18-day long operation. And during this operation, Fano fighters took control of several strategic areas. Waredas districts came under Fano's control, where people welcomed Fano fighters. And Fano groups showed their respect for international law, for humanitarian law. When Red Cross contacted Fano fighters allowed Red Cross to visit the camps where ENDF soldiers are being kept as prisoners. Fano handed over injured ENDF soldiers to Red Cross. So it's a diplomatic victory, military victory for Fano, that it managed to raise the issue of the Amhara people on international level. AFNF says that soon it will release a summary of the operation with numbers. How many soldiers have been taken prisoner, how many have been killed, how many have been injured. Details will be shared in a summary by Fano fighters in a statement. AFNF says that it thanks the people of the Amhara region, people of Waredas districts where Fano fighters entered, and the people welcomed Fano fighters. Now, what does this announcement mean? Does it mean that the Fano fighters have ended their offensive operations, and now they want to defend themselves because military has launched a counterattack. Those who criticize Fano, they would say that Fano suffered losses because military launched counterattacks. So to protect themselves, Fano decided to end this operation because Fano inflicted losses on military. They don't want to suffer losses. That is why they are withdrawing from towns and cities, because they have done their job. Their job was to weaken the military, to tell the government they can enter town cities, and they have achieved this objective. Others would say that maybe it was part of the plan, that Fano wanted to launch an operation for a few days, then maybe it will launch another operation after a few days. And that is how gradually it will weaken the Ethiopian National Defense Force. Well, I think that what we are seeing is part of a plan. I don't think that the Ethiopian military in counterattacks inflicted very heavy losses on Fano fighters. I don't agree with that. Yes, Fano suffered losses too. Major losses suffered by Fano were territorial losses. They lost control of towns, cities, they withdrew. Yes, that happened. But we could not confirm large scale manpower losses by Fano fighters. So it seems that this withdrawal from town, cities is tactical withdrawal. Fano fighters think that if they continue their offensive now, military will launch massive counteroffensive. That is why the Fano fighters should withdraw. They should retreat to their hideouts. They should protect their capabilities and then come back with a new plan, with new morale, and maybe in a new zone. That is what I think is the strategy of Fano fighters. They don't want to continue the operation. Perhaps this is what conventional war for them is. Taframamu announced the start of conventional war when Fano launched this operation over 2 weeks ago. Maybe this is what conventional war for Fano is, that they want to show episodes of military operations against Ethiopian security forces. By the way, Amhara regional officials have also issued a statement. Amhara regional government is claiming that that extremists have been wiped out, that all the Waredas have been brought back under government control, that the extremists suffered heavy losses. They're surrendering, they're dying, and government is taking back the control of main towns and cities in the Amhara region. So both sides are making claims, but Fano's claim is different because Fano has shown evidence of its gains. International Committee of Red Cross has testified that Fano fighters in their attacks killed large number of ENDF soldiers. Large number of ENDF soldiers have been taken prisoner too. The prisoner camps have been visited by International Committee of Red Cross. So Fano has shown some evidence. The other side, government side, has not shown any evidence so far about having inflicted losses, manpower losses on Fano fighters. Yes, they have taken back control of town cities. Yes, they have pushed Fano out of town cities. Maybe they can open roads too. But they have not been able to show the actual physical losses suffered by Fano fighters. So I think neutrally we can say that in this operation, Aba Naddio operation, 18-day long operation, Definitely, Fano managed to inflict heavy losses on the Ethiopian National Defense Force. ENDF was caught by surprise. It wasn't expecting this attack. And now ENDF is trying to cover up the embarrassment by taking back towns and cities. What will Fano do next? Will it continue attacks on main town cities? Will it withdraw from around Gashina, Wuldia, Dasi? Or will it launch second attack on government forces? Where will it launch second round of operation against security forces? That remains to be seen. We'll talk about that in our live chat after an hour. This announcement is very crucial. More on that in tonight's live chat. Thanks for watching. See you in the live chat after an hour.